Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Lerret Gets Ranty. I'm your host, Lerret Jackson. Okay, I want you guys to know before I start that I am revamping Lerret Gets Real. So it's going to be a combination of Lerret Gets Real and Lerret Gets Ranty, but I think I'm going to keep the name Lerret Gets Real. I'm tired of waiting for people to come out of the blue and want to be interviewed or have a discussion on my podcast. So a lot of times I don't do roundtable discussions, which is what I initially wanted to do. And I do rants more than anything. But I'm going to get a little bit more ranty and I'm going to upload more. And instead of waiting for people, I'm going to just talk about whatever. So there's a good chance that the podcast episodes are going to be a little bit shorter because I'm just going to say what I think, what the situation is or was, and that's it. We're going to end it. So today's episode was going to be divided into two, but I'm going to do it into one because they're going to end up being like 2 minutes long. So this is what's going on this week. First and foremost, we're going to talk about Ayesha Curry, her comment, what it meant, how I feel about it, and then we're going to talk about Tiffany Haddish at the Met Gala, what happened, how I feel about it, etc., etc., etc. So we're going to start with the Ayesha Curry comment. For those of you who do not know, Ayesha Curry is Steph Curry's wife. Steph Curry is a basketball player. I don't know anything about sports, so I don't know what team he plays for. I don't know anything of that sort. However, Ayesha Curry made a comment on the Red Table Talk, and I'm going to pull up her comment. She made a comment saying, I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. So then I begin to internalize it, and I'm like, is something wrong with me? Curry later added, I don't want it, but it would be nice to know that someone's looking. So I'm sure everybody has seen the memes circulating on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram about Ayesha Curry wanting attention from other guys, although she has a boyfriend, a husband. Some people are saying that she's insecure. Some people saying that she's disloyal. Some people want to know what she needs attention for when she already has a man. I'm going to say that this has nothing to do with love or loyalty, and it definitely doesn't have anything to do with wanting or needing more male attention. I think as women, we all want to feel beautiful and we want to feel valued. So it's a valid thought when you're a beautiful and well-known young lady, because she is more famous than most of us, so I would consider her a celebrity of sorts. But when you're well-known and you're beautiful and you're smart and you're in the public eye, of course you want to know why nobody's trying to shoot their shot, why nobody's trying to talk to you. I can understand some guys not wanting to talk to her because of Steph Curry, out of respect for their relationship. They know that they are in a committed marriage with a beautiful child that everybody knows about. So that's probably why 50% of people don't talk to her. The other 50% of people, I don't know why. And this is something that I can't even say that I haven't thought myself, There's plenty of times that, I look crazy, so I don't expect anybody to talk to me. But even being here in college, I can't recall anybody ever trying to shoot their shot at me. Nobody trying to talk to me. And I can't be the ugliest person in the world, but, and I have a boyfriend, but I still wonder, what's wrong with me? Why does nobody, call me cute? Or why does nobody want me to be, I don't know. Why am I nobody's crush? So that's a valid thought when, we're considering all of these things. First and foremost, let's start with the idea that maybe Steph Curry doesn't call Ayesha beautiful. When you get a girlfriend or a wife, after a while, men start to forget that their girl still needs nurturing. She still wants to feel like she's the baddest bitch in the room. She still wants to know that you adore her the way you did before you got to marry her. And I think because relationships, grow, people start to lose some of the things that initially got them in the relationship to begin with. So I think that that's important to consider. If Steph Curry doesn't call his girlfriend beautiful, why would she not want to hear it from somewhere else? Or why wouldn't she be looking for those comments? Also, imagine you spent 2 hours on your hair and makeup, and then you spend an hour looking for an outfit, and then all day you've been thinking about it, planning it, and now you look good. You're ready to go out. You're ready to have a good time. You're going out with your girls, and then nobody talks to you. Nobody tries to shoot their shot. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's complimenting you. Of course, you're going to question whether or not people think you're attractive. You're going to wonder what's wrong with me. Maybe your friend is not as cute as you, but boys are looking at her. Maybe your friend is just as cute as you, or maybe a little less cute, or maybe just a little bit more cute, and they're getting attention. So you want to know why. What's wrong with me? Am I like, it has nothing to do with anything that anybody's saying about, being insecure. That everybody wants to know that somebody likes them. Everybody wants to be wanted by somebody, period. So she's not wrong. Guys, if you don't want your girlfriend or your wife looking for attention from others or questioning whether or not other males find her attractive, then you need to do your part in making her feel good. Show her that she looks good. Show her attention. Show her off to the world. Like, let everybody know that you're proud to have her, you're happy to have her, and never make her feel like she's missing out on something that somebody else has. Ladies, I want you to know that our worth does not depend on whether or not a man finds us beautiful. If we know what we bring to the table, and if we know that we look good, if you step out of your house and you feel like a bad bitch, then don't worry about what anybody else says. Don't look for compliments. Don't bait them, because somebody could think you're cute and just not say something. Chances are the people that aren't talking to you they're probably taken. They're probably, more times than not, they're completely unworthy of you and your time, or they're too blind to see the bad bitch that's right in front of them. So that's okay. If you look good and if you feel like you look good, baby, that's all that matters. Okay? Okay. Now, we're moving on to the Tiffany Haddish situation. For those who don't know, Tiffany Haddish showed up at the Met Gala. The Met Gala is supposed to be some huge annual event where all these celebrities show up in these crazy outfits, like these decked out, diamond out dresses and whatever, just to show off big designers. And I don't know if it's like for like to raise money or something like that. I think that's what it is. But basically, that's what goes on. Tiffany Haddish went to the Met Gala, and when she was interviewed by one of the people on the carpet, she showed them that she had some chicken in her little wristlet. The world is going crazy. People are pissed off. People are upset. And the initial reason that I wanted to discuss the Tiffany Haddish situation, because I didn't see it as that big of a deal, but I want to talk about it because I saw a Facebook post with so many comments that I couldn't ignore it. I had to comment back, and nobody made a comment towards me, but that's fine. I still want to share the Facebook post and share what's going on. So let me pull up the comments. So the status says Tiffany Haddish bringing fried chicken to the Met Gala was mad, corny, and coonish. I don't know what coonish is. I'm not even going to try to understand. So I'm going to read some of the comments that people made. And then I'm going to get to my comment and my opinion on the whole situation. Some people say, she's not funny. She never has been. Very corny. There's a time and place for everything. Seriously, she does too much. You said, let's see, what else? Mad, corny, and coonish, and classless. I'd say ghetto. Then somebody said, watch out for the people who don't agree with you on this one, and then ask them how they feel about white people in general. Bunch of coons in these comments. Somebody else said, up there shucking and jiving for the white people. Classless and tacky, honestly. You're not about to sit here and tell me her reasoning was because she thought she'd be hungry. She knew the bullshit she was doing, and she wanted it to be known. My comment says this. So you feel she shouldn't have brought the chicken because it reinforces stereotypes that exist about us? It doesn't matter. Oh, I'm not even going to read my comment because I want to get into a breakdown of my comment, which is my initial feeling, my ultimate feeling, the feeling that I still feel and think about this situation. First and foremost, I mean, I was kind of like, when I first saw it, I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think like this is bad, but I didn't think like this is good. I didn't think it was funny. I just thought it was something that she spoke about. I was wondering, how is there not enough food when there's like millions of millionaires inside of that one event? But okay, whatever. But now I'm going to defend Tiffany. That was the only neutral feeling I had about this situation, is like, how is there not enough food? Because she said she brought it because there wasn't enough chicken or food, or I don't know. First and foremost, the chicken was in her bag. She had a wristlet. She didn't even have a big pocketbook. She didn't bring a plate and forks and knives and spoons. She didn't do any of that. She had a little wristlet with a piece of chicken or two inside of her bag. So what's wrong with that? Two, What if she was hungry? Or what if she was going to get hungry during that long ass boring event? I mean, come on. Like, the Met Gala is full of celebrities who already know and have seen each other. They all walk red carpets on the regular, and they probably don't want to be there to raise money anyways. And if they do, I mean, no, they don't. They're all there just to, have the biggest and the best outfit. That's what it's all about, really, because that's all we ever hear about the situation or the event. But yeah, like, if she's hungry, so what? What is wrong with that? Especially when we, everyday people, bring chicken into the computer labs, the libraries. We eat all types of places that we're not supposed to eat. So what makes it different? Because she's a celebrity? Because the event that she went to was, quote unquote, like, super big and all that stuff? Like, who cares? 3, the thing that I want to focus on. People were feeling like she was, quote unquote, shucking and jiving for the white people. And, this is just reinforcing what they feel about us. Here's how I feel about the situation. Now I can read my comment. My comment says, you feel she shouldn't have brought the chicken because it reinforces stereotypes that already exist about us. It does not matter how good or classy you act. Some white people will always be racist and will always hate you. Some people will respect you and mess with you. Half the time, we do things that white people are scared to do and that they want to do. There's plenty of times I talk in class and they come back to me after class like, wow, like, I wish I was as brave as you, or thank you for making that comment, or like, you said it, I felt it, things like that. So it's like, that's that. 2, if she was hungry and wanted something to eat during a long ass drawn out event, so what? She doesn't need to protect her image and that of black people, for white people. Let's not act like we don't have a culture that gets on social media and acts classless every day. She's from the hood and she shouldn't have to change or mute her desires because of white people and or an overhyped event to impress others. Team Tiffany. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I guess the people who made the status felt like it was ghetto and it was classless because that's just reinforcing the negative ways that white people already view us in. I really feel like it doesn't matter. It does not matter. By now, everybody should know that we cannot change the white man's mind. We cannot change white people's mind. It doesn't matter how educated you are. It doesn't matter how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter what you bring to the table. They will find a way to criticize you. They will still hate you. They will still stereotype you. Oh, we don't need to add on to it. It's already there. Why are we not being ourselves or trying to not be ourselves because we don't want them looking at us a certain way? Who cares? Who cares? That's really what I want to know. That's what it comes down to. I don't care. I mean, sometimes yes, there are times and places for everything. I don't think eating a piece of chicken necessarily has a time or place. If I'm hungry, I'm going to eat. If I have the money or the means to bring the food that I want to eat, I'm going to eat the food. Who cares? I'm not thinking about white people with the chicken. I'm not trying to be funny for white people. I'm living my life. If they want to bring food, they could bring food too. If Katy Perry came dressed as a goddamn hamburger, we let her live, right? You look dumb as hell on the Met Gala carpet, but we let her rock, right? So what it comes down to is that if we're going to criticize Tiffany for bringing food to the Met Gala, we need to critique ourselves and in our ratchetness, the way we use the word nigga, because trust me, white people feel like they can say that word because all we do is say nigga, nigga, nigga for everything. And then we have to critique how we portray ourselves on social media and in the real world. You're going to talk about Tiffany bringing chicken to the Met Gala, and then somebody's going to say something on Facebook, and you're going to want to fight them in the street and post it on Facebook. So what makes that any different? How is that any less ratchet or any more classy than what Tiffany did? It's not. It's not. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Don't have blind expectations. Stop thinking that you have to act a certain way or be a certain way to impress white people, because the white people that are not racist are never going to be racist, and they're always going to love and respect you and respect and understand the differences between ourselves and them. And those who will not, never will. There's nothing that you can do to change their mind. There's no way that you can act to change their mind. Even if she didn't bring the chicken, do you think that they still wouldn't have found something else to come at her about? Think about the fact that Obama had to be the best, most educated, perfect black man to get into the office, and he was still criticized heavily by everybody. And then Donald Trump gets into office doing the same thing, doing way worse than Obama. And what? We make excuses for him. Of course, not most black people, but, you know, they're still making excuses for him and saying that, you know, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's insane for us to keep living by the standards of white people, or we don't want white people to see this, or we want white people to do this or act like this. Who cares? We need to live our lives. We need to get ourselves together for ourselves. Worry about perfecting our image for ourselves. And then we can worry about trying to change white people's minds, which I do not feel will happen. Anyways, this is a sample of my new type of setup. So I'm going to do during the week. I want to do more than one episode a week, more than 2 episodes a week, but most times they're going to be rants. So depending on how long they are or how short they are, I'll either combine topics that happened within a week, or I'll just talk about something that I thought about or ranted about. I have another episode that I'm going to release right after this one, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Even if you don't join me in the discussion, tell me what you said. Tell me what you thought. Comment what you think. Even if what you think, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to hear about. I'm going to start doing Facebook polls. I might go live sometimes with a rant or two. I don't know. I just need this to get pushed forward. So we're only getting better, we're only getting litter, and we're only getting realer. Peace out.